We welcome you to the Sunshine State Osceola County Stadium, the site of the NPF on USSSA Live tonight. It's the USSSA Florida Pride hosting their rival, the Chicago Bandits, tonight. And we'll welcome you to our broadcast. So glad to have you with us alongside Angela Tincher and Kristen Bedard. I'm Bernie Gunther. Glad to have you with us. The best softball players in the world are here tonight. And so far, Chicago has had the Pride's number. They're 4-1 on the season against a Pride team that's just trying to find their way to get a win against Chicago.
Chicago started off strong last night with a strong performance from Monica Abbott for the win.
Well, the story last night was Megan Wiggins. What a start she had. You talk about starting things off with a bang. Couldn't ask for more than having a home run.
It was a big start for the Bandits. Megan Wiggins so comfortable in the box, and she really showed why she's leading the league in batting average this season.
On the other side for the USSSA Florida Pride, you take a look at Caitlin Lowe. She got off to a very sluggish start on the season, but man, was she on fire last night. A perfect evening at the plate.
What a performance by Caitlin Lowe. A big 4-for-4 evening. She was a huge part of the run production.
Well, it should be a good one. The second game of a 4-game series, the Pride and the Bandits, coming your way next from Osceola County Stadium. Hopefully it was some of your best work. It was some of our best work, I can tell you that. Yeah, let me, I think that her belt pack is too far away. Will you move back with me, Angela? I think you got to check. This mic is going in and out a little bit. I think it maybe needs batteries. You want to, here, can you stand back with me, back this way? All right, take two. Can you zoom in on us to make us still look like I'm not wearing shorts and I have a belt on? I will try not to put my hand on this because sometimes maybe the receiver is the problem, even though that's where I like to hold it. We welcome you to Osceola County Stadium, the Sunshine State, the home of the NPF tonight on USSSA Live in HD, brought to you by Nationwide. We're glad to have you with us. Chicago and USSSA, the battle for first place continues as we welcome you to our broadcast. So glad to have you with us alongside Angela Tincher and Kristen Bedard. I'm Bernie Gunther. Well, man, oh man, Chicago has had the Pride's number so far. They are 4-1 on the season, Tinch.
And Chicago started off strong last night. First pitch, home run by Megan Wiggins to get it started, and then that led to a great performance by Monica Abbott in the circle.
Well, the Pride certainly know a lot about Megan Wiggins. She had a big performance a couple of years ago in the NPF Championship Series, and she is likely the biggest threat on this entire team as far as her bat's concerned.
She's such a potent bat for the Bandits. She shows why she's leading the league in batting average this season, just strong force for them in run production.
Well, the Pride struggled scoring runs up at Rosemont Stadium, but that really wasn't an issue last night, and the key was the top of the lineup, Natasha Wadley, and a perfect night for Caitlin Lowe.
Caitlin Lowe showing why she's one of the best lefties that plays in this league right now. A 4-for-4 performance to set the table at the top of the lineup.
Well, it should be a good one. The Pride taking on the Chicago Bandits here live from Osceola County Stadium. To our broadcast. So glad to have you with us alongside Angela Tincher.
I don't know that for sure yet.
We're good. We're headed up. All right, we got to roll that in like 2 seconds just because we got to follow the open here. What are you going on?
Second inning.
We welcome you to Osceola County Stadium, the Sunshine State, the home of the NPF tonight on USSSA Live in HD, brought to you by Nationwide. We're glad to have you with us. Chicago and USSSA, the battle for first place continues as we welcome you to our broadcast. So glad to have you with us alongside Angela Tincher and Kristen Bedard. I'm Bernie Gunther. Well, man, oh man, Chicago has had the Pride's number so far. They are 4-1 on the season, Tinch.
And Chicago started off strong last night. First pitch, home run by Megan Wiggins to get it started, and then that led to a great performance by Monica Abbott in the circle.
Well, the Pride certainly know a lot about Megan Wiggins. She had a big performance a couple of years ago in the NPF Championship Series, and she is likely the biggest threat on this entire team as far as her bat's concerned.
She's such a potent bat for the Bandits. She shows why she's leading the league in batting average this season, just strong force for them in run production.
Well, the Pride struggled scoring runs up at Rosemont Stadium, but that really wasn't an issue last night, and the key was the top of the lineup, Natasha Wadley, and a perfect night for Caitlin Lowe.
Caitlin Lowe showing why she's one of the best lefties that plays in this league right now. A 4-for-4 performance to set the table at the top of the lineup.
Well, it should be a good one. The Pride taking on
Hey
the
guys,
Chicago
why can't I hear
Bandits
program
here.
and why can I hear myself? Can we fix that? Anybody? I don't know. Hey, Bern.
We welcome you to Osceola County Stadium, the Sunshine State, the home of the NPF tonight on USSSA Live in HD, brought to you by Nationwide. We're glad to have you with us. Chicago and USSSA,
hello.
the battle for first place continues as we welcome you to our broadcast.
Can I,
so glad to have
get
you with us
myself
alongside
turned down in my
Angela
ear?
Tincher and Kristen Bedard. I'm Bernie Gunther. Well, man, oh man, Chicago has had the Pride's number so far. They are 4-1 on the season, Tinch.
And Chicago started off strong last night. First pitch, home run by Megan Wiggins to get it started, and then that led to a great performance by Monica Abbott in the circle.
Well, the Pride certainly know a lot about Megan Wiggins. She had a big performance a couple of years ago in the NPF Championship Series, and she is likely the biggest threat on this entire team as far as her bat's concerned.
She's such a potent bat for the Bandits. She shows why she's leading the league in batting average this season, just strong force for them in run production.
Well, the Pride struggled scoring runs up at Rosemont Stadium, but that really wasn't an issue last night, and the key was the top of the lineup, Natasha Wadley, and a perfect night for Caitlin Lowe.
Caitlin Lowe showing why she's one of the best lefties that plays in this league right now. A 4-for-4 performance to set the table at the top of the lineup.
Well, it should be a good one. The Pride taking on the Chicago Bandits here live from Osceola County Stadium.
The road to Orlando is underway, and fast pitch teams from around the country are gearing up for the USSSA Fast Pitch World Series. The top teams in the country will invade Central Florida and compete at ESPN's Wide World of Sports to claim their spot as the top fast pitch team in the country. Each team will be guaranteed a 5-game format, and winners will receive championship rings by Jostens. Go to USSSA.roadtoorlando.com to find out how your team can qualify today.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
You USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-556-SAVE.
And we'll welcome you back to Osceola County Stadium. We're glad to have you with us on USSSA Live tonight. The Pride taking on the Chicago Bandits, and we were told that it was going to be a 7:30 game start. But as you can tell, the head honchos are out hovering right around first base, trying to make sure that the field conditions, I assume, are playable. Lots of rain tonight from Osceola County Stadium during the day. And of course, that ends up being a big deal for us. And actually, we're getting an update right now from TR Brockwell. And just one moment.
Jogging out from infield out, those are jogging. We're supposed to start right now. Morning, I didn't know your mom was here. She's so cute. It's not even bad.
And Kristen Bedard down there on the sideline working to get an update. Here's Gordon Glennie, assistant general manager of the USSSA Florida Pride, I should say. And for an update, let's head down to the field and check in with Kristen Bedard, who's standing by. What's happening down there, KB?
Well, Bernie, I had a chance to just talk to the Osceola County grounds crew, and basically they said they just put a whole bunch of new dirt down just a few days ago to get the field back to tip-top shape. Well, the dirt hasn't had a chance to quite settle, and with all this rain, it's extremely soft on first and third. And once they turn the game over to the umpires, it becomes their call of how they want to handle it all. So it's just been a decision between the coaches, the umpire, and the grounds crew on safety when it comes to these players.
And the decision is they're just still waiting, trying to get some more quick dry. What's the latest update?
Well, right now it's between the grounds crews and the umpires trying to make that decision. The coaches both say that they want to play, and I think they're just feeling around out there trying to decide what's going to be the best course of action if game does get started.
All right, and it is important, Angela, as I welcome you to the broadcast, for these two teams to play tonight, and probably the biggest reason why it is important is because rain is certainly on the forecast tomorrow, and so that makes tonight's game even more important because this is an important battle for first place in the NPF, and we certainly want to get going as quickly as we possibly can.
And there are so many implications in this game with such a tight race for first place. This series is very important, and there's still a long season ahead, so they do have to keep in mind the safety of the players.
Well, they are still working on the field. While they are doing that, we are going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back here on USSSALive.com. The 2013 NPF Championship Series is coming to Rosemont, Illinois, August 22nd to the 24th. Come watch the top teams in the NPF battle for the Coles Cup and the 2013 Pro Fast Pitch title. You can get your tickets to watch the best in the game online at profastpitch.com and reserve your seat to watch legends of the game like Monica Abbott and Kat Osterman do battle live at the ballpark at Rosemont. Don't miss the 2013 NPF Championship Series. Get your tickets today.
Hi, I'm Ashley Charters. I play for the USSSA Florida Pride. I choose Boomba cleats because they're the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on. As a triple threat hitter, Boomba's lightweight technology allows me to get down the line quicker. The great thing about Boomba is they can customize any product for you with a huge selection of color combinations. I look and feel great in Boomba cleats, which allows me to beat even the toughest opponent.
Dress like the pros. Get your officially licensed NPF apparel at Boomba.com. Well, we're certainly ready for some NPF action tonight, but the field of play holding us back tonight. What is this like, Tinch, as a player, trying to get ready for a game? You're ready, it's supposed to start at 7 o'clock, push back to 7:30, you get the chance to warm up, and you're ready to go, but you got to put the brakes on.
It's a bit frustrating, especially with all the emotions that are running high in this series. With it's a tight race for first place, these teams want to get out on the field, and there was an initial delay, which they're professionals and they can handle, but now things keep getting pushed back. It makes it hard to warm up for everyone when they have to keep going into hold.
And I believe just to the right there, you see Gordon Glennie, Assistant General Manager of the USSSA Pride, in the shot in the red in the middle of the screen. Just to the right, looks like maybe is the area where it's a bit soft. This is a professional stadium. It's the home of the Houston Astros in spring training. And that's what you do, gymnastics if you're Lauren Lappin.
Pretty impressive to see the handstand she's got going on there.
And it looks like Dre is teaching her. She's saying a little bit over here. You got to get some balance on the right arm and the left arm.
She's giving her an assist.
That's what it's all about. There's the Chicago Bandits.
It's important for them to kind of keep it light in this moment until they know what's going on. Wait it out, trust their coaches and the umpires to make the best decision.
Well, obviously all these players want to have the opportunity to get to play this game tonight, and especially with the fact that tomorrow's forecast is calling for rain in Sunshine State. You certainly wouldn't want to be 3 games behind when it comes time towards the later part of the series, because all signs bet right now that this is going to be what decides who wins the NPF regular season title and who gets essentially that automatic berth to battle for the Coles Cup.
It's such an important series for both teams.
We have a decision.
And it looks like we might know what's going on now.
All right, and for more on that, let's check in once again with Kristen Bedard, who's down on the field. KB, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have decided to go ahead and start this game, but a message from Ed Whipple, the head umpire here, has made it clear to the other 3 umpires they need to be paying close attention to the outfield as it is extremely soft. Both coaches have made the decision that they have no problem playing the game just because how tight it is and how hard it will be to make up a game as the schedule gets really hectic as we continue on. So they're going to go ahead and play ball with the emphasis that if the grounds crew needs to come out and do some work, that they will probably pause maybe in between innings to clean things up.
Well, and certainly with all that happened in the NPF Championship Series a year ago with the field of play up in Chicago, you know, it goes both ways. Obviously, you want your players to be as safe as possible, and that's the most important thing because it is a long season at the end of the day. But this is a big game. The fans in Chicago that are watching tonight in HD on USSSA Live want to watch this one. The Pride fans want to watch it as well that have come out. And a lot of interest around the country as these 2 big powerhouses of the NPF getting set to collide.
And it is an even playing field for these teams. They're both dealing with the same conditions, but I think it's important to note that where the soft dirt is an area where a second baseman could be coming back or a right fielder could be coming in hard, and that's a place where you want the footing to be steady because you want to protect the players there.
We have plenty of young kids in the ballpark enjoying tonight's ball game. Just a couple weeks away from the USSSA Fast Pitch World Series, and for more, let's turn it over now to our public address announcer tonight, Chad Engerhofer,
Good evening,
who has the
ladies and
starting
gentlemen,
lineups.
and welcome to Osceola County Stadium and tonight's NPF matchup. Tonight's game features your USSSA Pride with a record of 15-6, playing host to the Chicago Bandits, who come into tonight's game with a record of 16-4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for tonight's game presented by Worlds Sports, the official helmet of NPF. First for our visitors, the Chicago Bandits. Leading off, the center fielder number 25, Megan Wiggins. Batting second, the right fielder number 3, Ellie Yamada. Batting third, the first baseman number 35, Elisa Goller. Batting fourth, the catcher number 10, Kristen Butler. Batting fifth, the shortstop number 2, Tammy Williams.
Charter.
Batting sixth, the third baseman number 12, Amber Patton. Batting seventh, the left fielder number 22, Brittany Cervantes. Batting eighth, the designated player number 4, Kimmy Pullman. Batting ninth, the second baseman number 19, Vicky Galindo. And the starting pitcher for the Bandits is number 1, Mel Dumazic. Assistant coach for the Bandits is Jimmy Kalitis, and the head coach for the Chicago Bandits is Mike Stewart-Wall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's home team in your USSSA Pride. Leading off, the shortstop, number 29, Natasha Watley. Batting second, the center fielder, number 26, Caitlin Woe. Batting third, the right fielder, number 12, Kelly Kretschmann. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 21, Kristen Sandberg. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 33, Gianna DeSalvatore. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 28, Andrea Duran. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 4, Kelsey Bruder. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 10, Francesca Hanea. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 11, Ashley Charters. And the starting pitcher for the Pride, number 8, Kat Osterman. Assistant coaches for the Pride are Jake Schumann and Jenny Cladding. And the head coach for the USSSA Pride is JT D'Amico. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
And so, without further ado, we are ready.
Turn your attention to the mound for our ceremonial first
After
pitch.
the ceremonial first pitch.
Joining us tonight is Lindsey Markham with Central Florida's Sting South. How about a nice round of applause for Lindsey as she will throw out tonight's first pitch. Whenever you're ready, Lindsey, give them the heater. The wind, the deliver, a perfect strike. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Lindsey Markham with Central Florida Sting South.
All right, we are ready. We saw Monica Abbott last night for Chicago. We get the Pride Ace and Kat Osterman tonight, and you take a look at the two as far as the leaders are concerned. Both unbelievable seasons. You always are, of course, looking at the ERA that is just anemic so far for Monica Abbott, 0.25. But on the other side, the strikeouts for Kat Osterman, 107 here in the 2013 season.
And we've seen these two keep trading places in the leaderboard and having some very strong performances. I think it's going to be exciting as the season comes down to the championship game to see how they battle it out.
Starting lineup, as you just saw, it's going to be Wiggins, Yamada, and Goler the first three, and it's so important for the Pride to get out of the first inning. That's where, in some ways, they had a little bit of trouble last night. You talk about giving up 2 runs, and you hate to play catch-up at all if you're the offense. I'm sure that was always your goal the first time you got in the circle, is to put a 0 up there in the first inning.
It's important how you start every inning, and especially the first inning of the game, because that's where your momentum is going to get started, and just really starts things off on the right foot, gets everybody on the same page.
Pride defense, it's Bruder in left, Lowe in center, Kelly Crutchman in right field. In the infield, it's Duran at third, Wadley at short, Charters at second, DeSalvatore at first, and Kristen Sandberg getting the nod behind home plate. Well, I'm sure this one is worth the wait for those of you that have waited through the nearly 47-minute delay.
Leading off the top half of the first for the Bandits is center fielder number 25, Megan Wiggins.
Megan Wiggins will start the ball game off against Kat Osterman. And we are underway from Osceola County Stadium. First pitch, a swing and a miss. A nice crowd on hand here from Osceola County Stadium in this spacious facility. This one tapped down the first base line, easily handled by DeSalvatore. She'll tag the bag for out number 1, and there's 1 away.
And off the bat, Kat getting off to a good start, showing a strong curveball to Megan Wiggins to start it off, and then a good drop that she gets her to get on top of for the first out.
So Wiggins is retired.
The right fielder number 3, Ellie Yamada.
And that'll bring up Yamada, the right fielder. Oh, and 2. It's the one thing we've seen so far this season, that Osterman has been consistent. Every time she started a game, we've seen her rack up double-digit strikeouts here at home. She's looking for strikeout number 1 here.
And Kat does such a good job of getting ahead early in the count on these hitters, and that's what's so crucial when you're working towards strikeouts and just saving yourself for 7 innings. Those first 2 pitches are important, that you get ahead early.
Got her. First strikeout of the ball game, and there's 2 away.
And another great pitch by Kat. You see her come back with the drop ball, and Yamada tries to hold back, but just can't quite keep her back.
Up and outside to Elisa Goller. Two 2-0 to the former Georgia Bulldog. Three 3-0. They know they have to be careful here. Goller last summer had 7 home runs. She led the NPF in 2011 with 11 home runs, with just 2 on the 2013 season. Taking the entire way, she takes a called strike, and it's 3-1.
And what a big statement by her for being the home run champion in her first year in the league. You know, we talk about these rookies and what a tough transition it is with the quality of pitching, but you know she's a pure hitter if she's able to step in her first year and lead in such an important category.
And a good comeback for Kat Osterman. She has the count now at 3-2. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts down the inning. 3-2, got her swinging. Sandberg is going to toss it down to first. And Kat Osterman, much with her average, has 2 strikeouts to start the ball game. The Pride are coming to the plate, looking to even the series at a game apiece when we come back to Osceola County Stadium.
I'm Francesca Nea with the USSSA Florida Pride, and I choose Boomba whether I'm on or off the field because of their quality and selection. Boomba's specialty is their customers. I know anything that I need, I can get it the next day because everything is in stock. The best thing about Boomba's uniform is their breathable material that can keep you dry and comfortable throughout the entire game. I look and feel great in Boomba uniforms, which gives me the confidence to beat even the toughest opponent.
Dress like the pros. Get your officially licensed NPF apparel at Boomba.com.
I dream.
I dream.
I dream NPF.
I dream NPF.
I dream NPF.
I play USSSA. I play USSSA.
I play USSSA. I play USSSA. Come join all of us. Dream NPF, play USSSA.
The Pride coming to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning, looking to even the series at a game apiece. And this is where they had a lot of success last night, Tinch. It's at the top of the lineup. Natasha Wadley and Caitlin Lowe were so potent for the USSSA Florida Pride.
Wadley and Lowe did a great job of starting out the inning for the Pride. Wadley with 2 hits and Lowe with 4, and that's just so important, as their job is to be the table setters for this team, and they really executed on that and got their offense started every inning.
Hitting off the bottom half of the first for the Pride, the shortstop number 29, Natasha Wadley.
So here is Wadley. Dumazic. Wadley back and gone. What a difference an evening makes. Wadley gets on the scoreboard first.
And how about the Pride coming back just like the Bandits started last night, answering with their own first inning leadoff batter home run. It's a big statement by Natasha Wadley.
Now batting for the Pride, the center fielder number 26, Caitlin Lowe.
Caitlin Lowe, who was perfect 4 for 4 last night.
Good idea. Here we go.
One and two. The count for Caitlin Lowe coming off that spectacular night last night.
You know, Dumazic is a pitcher that has a much different look than Monica Abbott, so it's a big statement for the Pride to react early to her and be able to get on her timing, because she's also a pitcher they haven't faced much this season and don't have a history of getting a lot of innings against.
Chopped on the ground, Galindo over to first. And Caitlin Lowe is retired. There's one away. That'll bring to the plate Kelly Crutchman. Mel Dumajic getting the nod tonight for Chicago out of Texas A&M University. She's 1-2 this year with a 2.14 ERA. She struck out 17 and walked 13. It's 2-1. Grounded sharply past the diving Galindo for a base hit. The second hit early on.
You see Kelly Crutchman turning on this ball, really getting her hands out in front, able to drive it into right field.
That'll bring Kristen Sandberg to the plate. Dumajic, wow. Tammy Williams leaped up and grabbed it. But Sandberg is going to reach on an air, I would assume. Tammy Williams showing you how much you can reach. That's what it's all about, the extension.
Tammy Williams, an athletic player. We've seen her make a lot of diving catches, a lot of diving stops, and she's trying to do everything she can do to hold on to that ball and still try to get the corner of her foot on the bag.
Dropped it.
And the double play for a pitcher can be a very tough position once you've been facing forward for so many pitches in a row and you go up high for a ball and then have to remember to set your feet and stay low. And I think that's what got Dumazic there a little bit as that throw got away from her and away from Williams.
Base hit. Crutchman comes in to score.
And Gianna DeSalvador doing exactly what she needs to with a runner on second, going back up the middle and giving Crutchman time to score from second base. We saw DeSalvatore have some great quality at bats last night. Not always the result that she wanted for, but I think she's got to feel good today carrying that momentum in and scoring a run early.
So there's 2 on. And only 1 out. The Pride already have tacked on 2. Andrew Duran takes a called strike. We talked last night about the amazing year that Duran has had, not only fielding the ball, we saw with a brilliant defensive play last night, but swinging at the plate now above 300 for the first time in her professional career.
And Duran is another great veteran of this league. She's had so much international experience. She had a great career at UCLA.
And there she is, stroking it well, deep, and it's off the left field wall. This is going to score Sandberg on an RBI double. Back-to-back hits, and the Pride lead at 3-0 early on.
You see Duran completely squaring this ball up, takes it right off the fence, just a few more feet, and I think she would have had it out.
Kelsey Bruder getting the nod tonight. For Andrea Duran, that was her second double of the year.
And I'm sure a lot of UCLA Bruins fans excited to see both DeSalvatore and Duran having a great night already.
And early on in the ball game, we might see ourselves with a pitching change.
Looks like the Bandits have Nikki Nemitz down in the bullpen warming up just in case they need to go to someone early.
The former Aggie not getting off to the start that she had envisioned. And it's similar to the storyline last night. You just know when you're in a ball game with a pitcher like either Monica Abbott or Kat Osterman that runs are going to be at a premium, or Angela Tincher, if you will.
And I think it's also tough for the Bandits or for Dumazic to come in after the Pride saw a pitcher like Abbott, and they had to adjust to that speed. And we talked last night about how they did a great job of timing her and laying off of her pitches. So adjusting to a 70-plus pitcher always makes it a little bit easier the next day when you already have that timing working.
Kelsey Bruder with an opportunity to bring in 2 more. Duran's at second, DeSalvatore at third. Both have picked up RBIs in the inning. Foul back and away. Oh, and 2. Dumatic looking for her first strike out of the ball game. She's allowed 4 hits so far. She's going to get a pop out here. Galindo will call for it and easily make the out. And there's 2 away now in the inning.
And that's what the Bandits are going to need to get themselves back in the dugout. It's just Dumatic to hit some spots, let her defense do the work, and work on getting some quick outs so they can get in and let their offense try to make up a few runs.
Inside for a called strike to Anea. Going with a couple of Gators back-to-back. Tonight, Anea getting the start as the designated player. We've also seen her get some nods out in left field. And her hitting this season much improved. However, in this situation, it's going to be Amber Patton over to first to retire the side. The Pride strand 2 base runners, but they tack on 3. DeSalvatore with an RBI. Duran with an RBI double, and the Pride lead it by 3 after 1 inning of play.
Señoras y señores, Latinos del mundo, ya tú sabes. All fans dressed in their fast pitch uniforms can head down to the table next to the line.
Well, good start for the USSSA Florida Pride, leading 3-0 after 1 inning of play. A lot happening around the softball world tonight, and let's check out what's happening as well in the Twitter world as we check in once again with the third member of our team, Kristen Bedard. KB, what do you got?
Well, Bernie, I am calling all Pride fans to get to their Twitter accounts and answer this question. What do they think will be the key for the Pride to win a game against the Bandits? All answers read on air could earn you some Pride gear. Make sure you're sending those answers to @USSSA Pride and use the hashtag USSSA Live.
Well, thank you. Well, I think that we saw one of the solutions, and that's get the bats going early on. That probably is one of the answers. And maybe there's answer number 2 in the circle, Kat Osterman.
And the Pride definitely coming out strong, getting some production from the bottom half of their order, which is what they were missing a little bit last night. So I'm sure Kat Osterman feeling a little more relaxed to go back on the field with a 3-0 lead.
Kristen Butler will start off the top of the second. Chicago trailing by 3.
Yay! Here we go, Cat!
Popped up. Well, they almost made a great play with one of the auxiliary staff in the Pride dugout. You love to see everybody get an opportunity, but maybe that's why you don't see them out on the field. E dugout, if you will. I don't know what you score that. Is it E10?
Maybe. Looked like he tried to get in the action maybe a little too quickly.
You got to have composure. You could give him a couple tips. Settle under it. He had to call it, though. I don't know that he called it either. Fell back and away.
And Kristen Butler, another talented Gator alum, following Bruder and Anea from a different time period, but she made a big impact there in Florida during her career.
Upstairs. They appealed on to first. They say no, she didn't go.
I have some peanut butter pretzels.
And Butler's down on strikes. One away. 3 strikeouts in a row for Kat Osterman.
And another big out by Osterman. See her come up a little bit hard to Butler and get her swinging. We saw the power of Butler last night with that big home run, so that's an important out for the Pride.
So Butler retired in the cleanup hole. That'll bring Tammy Williams to the plate, the former Northwestern Wildcat. And Osterman appears to be in his zone tonight.
She's doing a great job of working that outside corner with her curveball. It's very interesting. We talk so much about Monica Abbott and Kat Osterman and what great pitchers they are, but it's interesting to see how they work because they do work so differently. Kat Osterman known for her corners and her spin. You see it right there against Tammy Williams as she throws a great rise ball to get her swinging.
2 away. 4 strikeouts in the ball game as Osterman gets her upstairs. Amber Patton is the hitter. Osterman with an opportunity for 5 consecutive strikeouts.
You see Osterman coming back high to a spot that usually she throws her rise ball and it moves up and able to fool Patton there by the pitch dropping back down. That's a hard pitch to lay off of.
Patton takes the strike once again. Got her swinging. Kat Osterman strikes out the side. 5 Ks so far for the Pride ace. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. USSSA leading 3-0.
The USSSA Pride Store has everything you need to dress like the pros. Whether you're in the stadium or you go online to USSSAPride.com, the Pride Store has everything you need to support your favorite team. From replica jerseys, polos, t-shirts, headbands, and much more. Go to USSSAPride.com today and pick up your officially licensed Pride gear.
Gold's Gym St. Cloud, official gym of the USSSA Florida Pride. Glad to have you back for the bottom of the second inning. Plenty happening around the country on USSSALive.com this weekend. We're live right now up at the Smoky Mountain Classic up in Knoxville, Tennessee. You know anything about slow pitch softball? You want to join me on the air for a little nationwide conference, USSSA?
I could probably help you out on air, but I could definitely not help you out on the field.
Yeah?
No.
Actually, you might end up being a pretty good pitcher as far as slow pitch is concerned. You got the rise ball. We could just convert it to a little bit of a knuckler. That's the key.
It's always very scary to see the speed that the ball comes off the bats in the slow pitch. I don't know if I would like being on the mound that close to it.
Yeah, that is true. Ashley Charters starting off action here at the bottom of the second. The Pride tacked on a bunch of scoring in the first. 8 came to the plate. A home run by Wadley. Kretschmann with a single. DeSalvatore with an RBI single. And Duran with an RBI double. As the Pride tacked in 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Popped up down the left field line. And it goes foul.
And Charter's a hitter that has been so potent for the Pride in the 9 spot. We've seen her have a great season with some big hits this year, and really the only time that she struggled has been against Monica Abbott and the Chicago Bandits. So I'm sure this will be a good day for her to rebound and get her confidence back.
Nice job, AC.
3 balls and a strike to Ashley Charters. We see her back in the 9-hole tonight. Down the line, nice grab there by Kohler, tags the bag 1 away.
And good contact by Charters as she's able to take an inside pitch and drive it hard down the line. Alyssa Kohler makes a good play and a quick snag, but tough out for Charters.
Well, here's Wadley, who started off the scoring with a solo home run to begin the ball game.
And Wadley's such a hard hitter to pitch against because you saw her power in the first at bat, but right away now you see she might be slapping and going through the box. And it's hard for your defense to know which way to play her, but it's also hard for a pitcher to know exactly how you can pitch her as well.
Bandits are looking for Dumajic to settle down after giving up 3 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the first.
Good eyes, 2-9, good eyes.
2-1.
Here we go, Tosh.
Bunted foul and almost a brilliant play made by Butler.
Good idea, 2-9, good idea, babe.
It's always impressive to see how quickly a great athlete like Kristen Butler can figure out where the ball's going, get her mask out of the way, and make a reactionary play like that.
I believe she was up in Akron when you were there, is that correct?
She was. I threw to her mini games during our career at Akron.
Tremendous athlete back at the University of Florida.
She's a great catcher, a good person that you can trust behind the plate, but also great to have someone like that in your dugout where you know has the power to hit some home runs and back you up offensively.
Here we go, 2-9, here we go, Tosh.
2-2. Hopped in the dirt. That'll work the count full. And she draws a walk. Wadley gets aboard to start the second. You talk about an athlete that's really starting to put things together as you see possibly a hit and run on. Wadley's going to return back to the bag at first. If you remember back at the beginning of the season, Lowe's average was in the low 100s.
Which is very rare to see from a hitter like Caitlin Lowe, but it's all about reps at the beginning of the season. You know, it's tough to step back into the league and get going, and sometimes you just need more live, more at-bats, and once a hitter like Caitlin Lowe gets that experience and catches on fire, she's a dangerous one to watch.
There we go, now we can see, you got to open up the window sometimes. Runner going again, and they're calling it foul. Trying to take another look. That would send Wadley back to first as well, if we could take another look.
Caitlin Lowe trying to slap at this pitch. Seems like she just got just enough of the top of it that it went straight down. If the umpire is calling a foul ball, it could have been because it hit the plate. But all happened so quickly, it's hard to tell, and definitely a confusing play for Kristen Butler. She wasn't sure where the ball was going.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that one did hit the foot. We'd, I don't know, you'd almost have to slow that one down further to really get a good look.
Hey, you win it, 2-6, you win it, Kate!
Count remains 1-2 with the runner on and one out. Down on strikes, Lowe's retired for the second time tonight.
And that could end up being a big play for the Pride. That goes a different way. You have runners on first and second. Every run is important at this part of the game, so it's kind of a tough call to go the opposite way.
We got 12!
Up and outside to Crutchman.
Looks like the Bandits had a pitch out in effect for Watley. Kristen Butler stepping out of the box right away, and Vicky Galindo coming over to first, trying to see if they can catch her off guard and get a quick out.
She danced out of the way for a called strike one. You see the stance for Kelly Crutchman, very open to begin the at-bat.
Here we go, 12! Who cares, man?
And that's something you see sometimes as a pitcher. You might think they're going to maintain that stance, but it's important to see where Crutchman squares her hips back up to get her power. And that's something that some hitters adopt in order to counteract a problem they're having, and then some just like the timing of movement in the box to reset their feet.
Runner going, the throw down. Wow. Looked like that one was on the money.
See, Butler comes up, a perfect pitch to throw down on. That ball takes Tammy across the bag. You could argue that Caitlin Lowe's call could have gone the other way, and then seems like the Pride may be able to get one back here.
Yeah, and she definitely from that point of view appeared to be out. Try to take a look at it one more time. Slow it down a little here. And pause. Yeah, there shows you Williams with the the tag on the helmet of Watley. If we can back it up, there she is. Out by a full couple of steps.
And you can see in that play, the umpire was crossing over behind Tammy Williams. So Tammy Williams could have blocked the glove inadvertently with her back, and could be a hard angle for that umpire to see, but that's when sometimes you do see them ask for help, and I'm sure the coaches wish he would probably do that.
Watley caught in a rundown. And they got her. Inning over. Take another look.
You see Kristen Butler with a quick throw off her knees, a great catch by Vicky Galindo, and Watley with a lot of speed. She keeps this rundown going for a long time, but in the end, Williams is able to track her down.
Are we in the NPF championships?
We move on to the third inning. The Pride leading Chicago 3-0.
Hello, I'm Don DiDonatis, Chairman of the Board and CEO of USSSA. In the year 2000, we introduced fast pitch softball to our association with the goal of becoming the nation's #1 fast pitch organization. Today, we believe we have reached that goal. Thousands of teams throughout the nation are playing USSSA. We're also involved at the professional level with the NPF, providing all young female athletes the opportunity to dream of one day playing professionally. We invite you to dream NPF and play USSSA.
Louisville Sluggers LXT is the innovative three-piece technology that gives you a light swing weight, outstanding performance, and a fantastic feel even on off sweet spot hits.
I love the feel of this bat. It's the best bat I've ever used.
I love the balance and the light swing weight.
Visit slugger.com to find out how you can swing the all-new Louisville Slugger LXT today.
We are Louisville Slugger. We are beautifully powerful.
Well, a lot of intensity here. They talked about it. Lauren Lappin mentioned, is this the NPF Championship Series? But this game tonight very well may play a big part on who is in that NPF Championship Series and gets that automatic berth in.
And the Pride referring to the celebration you saw from the Bandits after a big out, but a runner like Natasha Watley on second base, a big rundown like that, it gets emotional and it gets exciting. So they're going to celebrate a little bit after a big play like that.
3-0 Pride. Get everybody's window open here. And here's Brittany Cervantes leading off. It's Cervantes, Pullman, and Galindo. Hitting just 176. In her NPF debut.
And one of the hits that Cervantes has had this season came off of Kat in one of their earlier meetings. So I'm sure the Bandits trying to look at their lineup and see who has had success against Kat, using every advantage they can.
Down on strikes. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts in a row now for Kat Osterman.
So far, Kat has looked very deliberate. She's really taking her time. She's so calm, but her pitches aren't, the speed isn't what's getting the hitters, it's the movement. You can see that drop ball, how much it's moving. It's really hard for them to time it and figure out where they need to swing at.
Kimmy Pullman, I'm sure it's interesting for her when she looks into the other dugout and she sees JT D'Amico, the head coach of the USSSA Florida Pride and a former head coach for her back at Washington. It's always interesting when you're on the other side.
And Coach D'Amico saying he knows what a competitor that she is, and he knows that she would like to get one up on her Husky teammates and former coach.
One and two.
Oh yeah, Cat!
They put the new video board out in left field. See this one chopped on the ground, and DeSalvatore is going to tag the bag in time. 8 in a row retired by Osterman to start the ball game. And we're a little bit of a disadvantage. You know, I think that we maybe got soft last night having balls and strikes and count up on the scoreboard. And that's what helps interface with our bug. So I know that the balls and strikes a little behind tonight as well. Essentially because you take a look at the scoreboard, they're still at a loss at what the inning is because of the interface. So what happens when you just have to run some wires? I guess you get a tractor that runs over them, and next thing you know, I know our center field camera was jittery, and the same thing in the outfield.
There's sometimes so much work that goes on behind the scenes to get everything going beside the technology and the grounds crew. We've seen how hard they've worked already tonight.
Swing and a miss.
Here you go, Cap.
Kat Osterman using her curveball to get Wiggins swinging early. You've seen her go down a lot of hitters. She's working out against some of these lefties.
Got her swinging. How about the start for Kat Osterman? She's got 7 strikeouts so far in the ball game. As we move on to the bottom of the 3rd inning, USSSA Florida Pride trying to even the series at a game apiece, leading 3-0.
It takes a lot for your team to succeed together. With the custom whiteout from Mizuno, I get a bat that's lightweight, has a great sweet spot, and fits my style. At MizunoUSA.com, you can customize your own bat with over 1,700 different options. Pick your barrel, taper, knob, and grip. You can even add your team's logo. Mizuno designs products to help you and your team find that next level of greatness. Customize your whiteout bat today at MizunoUSA.com. Mizuno, never settle.
Louisville Sluggers LXT is the innovative 3-piece technology that gives you a light swing weight, outstanding performance, and a fantastic feel even on off sweet spot hits.
I love the feel of this bat. It's the best bat I've ever used.
I love the balance and the light swing weight.
Visit Slugger.com to find out how you can swing the all-new Louisville Slugger LXT today.
We are Louisville Slugger. We are beautifully powerful.
We welcome you back to Osceola County Stadium. Glad you're with us. Bernie Gunther, Angela Tincher, and Kristen Bedard, who's standing by down on the sideline. Let's check in once again with her. KB, what do you got?
Well, Bernie, earlier this week, Jessica Schultz and Jordan Taylor traveled to the local Girl Scout camp and got to speak with some of their campers. Now, they both said it was a very interesting experience. Not only did they get to be a strong female role model for both of them, they got to talk and show exactly what it's like to be a professional athlete. Now, these campers are part of the Girl Scouts Association, which strives to develop strong females. So it was a really cool experience. And Jordan said it was even cooler because she was a Girl Scout camper back when she was growing up in California.
Well, and that's what it's all about, trying to build those relationships.
And it's great to see these players and what they do for the community, that they take the time to do things like that. And it really shows it's more than just what they do on the softball field. It says a lot about who they are off the field as well.
Kristen Sandberg starting off the at-bat. Just barely taps that one foul. And actually, the interesting thing for me is I'm wondering out loud if I'm wrong, as you see Sandberg go to the plate and she's going to beat it out. Let's see here. That's what I thought as well. Oh, Kelly. Officially, actually, we had that Kelly Crutchman advanced to first on a walk. It does say in our scorebook, but see, because of the 4-6-3 inning ending, 2 to 4 to 5 to 6 tag out of Wadley, the pickoff, I didn't have Crutchman as walking. And that could have been my bad in the scorebook as well, which is very possible.
Well, usually when a play like that happens at second, it's in the middle of a count. So I think there's just a little bit of confusion there because the out was at second. It wasn't Crutchman, but she did technically walk before the play happened. I think the discussion now is just making sure that that was the fourth ball before her play happened, or if it was mid-count, and if there was any kind of a mix-up, whether she was awarded first base.
Well, and this is where things get scary because it appears they somehow want to get Matt O'Hara involved in this. But I don't know that technically we have an official scorebook.
We can offer to show them our notes.
We can show them our notes. They're looking for Matt O'Hara to show that that is officially how it is scored on Point Streak as a walk. Ball called, strike called, ball, and then she advanced to first on a walk. So, hey, that's it threw me off as well because I usually draw a little line under where the inning ended. And because of the throwdown by Butler, I didn't notice that Crutchman had walked to end the inning. So I'll redraw my line.
I think it got all of us. It got me as well. We kind of didn't notice that Crutchman had rounded first. She was there waiting on Watley, I think, to see what happened with the throwdown, if she could sneak into second at the end of the play, but really went unnoticed that that was a base awarded to her.
Got to credit the umpiring staff for being right on top of that.
And you notice, too, that the coach called it out, but he waited until after he saw what would happen with Sandberg, because if there had been a mix-up in the lineup, that could have been an out for him, and Sandberg's at-bat would be in question there.
So to Salvatore now, who had an RBI single her last time up at the plate. Sandberg officially reaches on an E5. On her previous at bat, she had reached on a fielder's choice. So she's 0 for 2 in the ball game. At the knees for a called strike.
A nice off speed there. Good change of speeds for a hitter like DeSalvatore, trying to keep her off balance.
2-2. Up and inside. Line but foul. And lined and caught by Tammy Williams, showcasing her agility. Retiring to Salvatore for the first time tonight. This is why she's one of the top defenders in the league.
And Dumazic comes back with another off speed to DeSalvatore. See how she's just a little out in front of it, right off the end of the bat, and an easy flare for Tammy Williams to leap up and grab, showing her athleticism. Saw a couple of those last night, just a couple inches outside of her glove.
Andrew Duran, RBI double her last time up. Dumajic was much better composed last inning. This time she pops up and Tammy Williams has 2 putouts in the inning. A line out to 6 and a pop out to 6 in your scorebook, and there's 2 away. Kelsey Bruder at the plate. Bruder popped out to Galindo in her first plate appearance. Upstairs, the Pride trying to get to Anea here in the third. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Dumazic doing a good job of bouncing back after a tough first inning, holding the Pride offense scoreless. I think the thing we've noticed this inning so far is that her off-speed has been much more effective. And anytime you're able to work in more of an off-speed, it's going to make every other pitch that you have more effective.
Down on strikes. That's the second strikeout of the night for Dumajic. We've played 3. We move on to the 4th. The Pride leading 3-0, trying to even the series at a game apiece.
The road to Orlando is underway, and fast pitch teams from around the country are gearing up for the USSSA Fast Pitch World Series. The top teams in the country will invade Central Florida and compete at ESPN's Wide World of Sports to claim their spot as the top fast pitch team in the country. Each team will be guaranteed a 5-game format, and winners will receive championship rings by Jostens. Go to USSSA.roadtoorlando.com to find out how your team can qualify today.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
You USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-556-SAVE.
Well, I know this is your favorite time of the night, the dance-off that happens down the first base line. Oh, and look at Christian O'Hara down the third base line doing a Dougie. Look at that. Camera operator, wire runner,
showing off his
and
moves.
dancing extraordinaire.
I think he wanted to get in the competition there.
Everybody wants to be a part. You want to see if we can get you signed up?
I think I'll prefer to stay in the booth on that one.
Yeah? Ah, it wasn't Christian's night. All right, here we go with the fourth inning. We're glad you're with us, Kat Osterman. 7 strikeouts so far. We told you about the tear that she has been on in this league. Came in with 107 strikeouts. She now has 114 on the year. Yamato will lead off. She's tied for second in the NPF. As far as home runs is concerned,
and Yamada is another great hitter from Japan that's joined the NPF this season after playing in the Japan League. And Kat Osterman has faced her numerous times playing with Team USA, faced her in international competition and also in the league in Japan. Yamada, known for this approach she takes at the plate, models herself off of Ichiro.
Big cut upstairs. It's 3-2. Slow roller and picked up in foul territory. And Yamada's going to return back into the box. Swing that mic and bat against Osterman with 7 Ks. It's been spinning it really well tonight.
And sometimes when you have great spin on your pitches, you'll see swinging bunts like that. Unfortunately, it's a very hard thing to defend against because your hitters are staying back ready for a big swing, and then it's a short pitch.
Wadley goes out. And Bruder moving from the grass to the dirt. A little hop step there, but it'll go as out number 1. A fly out to left.
You see Yamada just a little bit under this pitch, so she lifts it a lot, but I think it's what's important to see Bruder's footing slip right as she gets into the dirt, which is what the grounds crew is a little worried about, but she does a good job of recovering and making a good play.
Goaler to Bruder. 2 quick outs.
And we see that it's taken the Bandits until the 4th inning to get a pitch out of the infield against Kat. Every other out that they've had has been in the infield, mostly to DeSalvatore. And now they've gone out to Bruder twice. They're making a little bit better contact off of her.
Kristen Butler. You saw all that emotion after the missed call at second. And then her being able to pick off Natasha Wadley. But so far they haven't been able to turn that emotion into hits, which is the most important thing.
And sometimes it just takes one big play to get everyone excited and get those runs going, but sometimes it doesn't turn out as you'd hoped when you get back in the dugout. And it's a long season, it's a long game, so it's important to contain those emotions.
And you love when you get to get involved with helping the scoreboard come back online right in the middle of the broadcast. It's always good, isn't it? We're going to work on finding you another hat to wear here other than color analyst. Line out to the Salvatore. 1-2-3 inning. Well, pretty perfect for Kat Osterman outside of a hit by pitch. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Pride leading 3-0. The 2013 NPF Championship Series is coming to Rosemont, Illinois, August 22nd to the 24th. Come watch the top teams in the NPF battle for the Coles Cup and the 2013 Pro Fast Pitch title. You can get your tickets to watch the best in the game online at profastpitch.com and reserve your seat to watch legends of the game like Monica Abbott and Kat Osterman do battle live at the ballpark at Rosemont. Don't miss the 2013 NPF Championship Series. Get your tickets today.
Hi, I'm Ashley Charters. I play for the USSSA Florida Pride. I choose Boomba cleats because they're the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on. As a triple threat hitter, Boomba's lightweight technology allows me to get down the line quicker. The great thing about Boomba is it can customize any product for you with a huge selection of color combinations. I look and feel great in Boomba cleats, which allows me to beat even the toughest opponent.
Dress like the pros. Get your officially licensed NPF apparel at boomba.com. We're glad to have you back. Let's check in right quickly down in the field with Kristen Bedard standing by with the head coach of the Pride.
Hey JT, with the field conditions being the way they are, just a bit soft, how does the team adapt?
Well, I think it's the safe thing is it's the same for both teams, and it is soft. And what was nice for Natasha to come up here and get us on the board early, and that kind of makes the field a little bit more firm, I guess. With
Natasha's first hit, how aggressive was that first at-bat?
Oh, very aggressive. It's what we hope she does in leadoff spot. And anytime you get a run lead with Kat in the circle, it puts you at ease a little bit. But we still got work to do here, and we're going to close it out here soon.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you. They're working to try to do the game on 90-second breaks, which is good for you and me. You know, trying to keep things moving along. League mandate, I guess, if you will, trying to keep things cruising. Anea gets things in, and she'll start off the inning bottom. It's Anea, Charters, and Wadley.
We may just have to get Kristen Bedard a glove down there so she can protect herself if need be.
I'm sure she's got a couple of friends on the Pride team that can come out there and shag for her, I would think, right? You always had a bullpen watcher when you were down there, depending on what field you're at, right?
Absolutely, and I think Kristen can move pretty quickly, so she'll be safe.
And that's important. The one that's protecting you in the bullpen may be one of the most important ones when you're trying to get ready, I would think, to have confidence in their ability.
When you talk about trust in your teammates, that's a situation where you really want to trust them and hope they don't have something against you.
Well, how about this season for Francesca Anea? 347 for the former Florida Gator. She's got 6 RBIs, a home run. And a great bounce back for her after hitting just a $188 last year in 2012.
And Francesca's a hitter that has worked really hard in the offseason, and it's great to see that pay off. She's trying to work her way into a tough Pride lineup. You often see these veterans struggle a little bit. We talked about it with Caitlin Lowe. The first couple series can be tough as you're trying to get your reps and settle in.
Got to give, we talked about it the last inning, but Dumajic, after a very rough start, Nemitz was warming up in the bullpen. She's really settled down. I think that's important for the entire series for Chicago, because you take a look at this long series. You got a doubleheader tomorrow. As this one's going to go under the glove of Patton, and Anea is going to reach. Take one more look.
You see this ball from Anea. Looks like Patton was playing a hop, and the ball stayed low on the grass. Luckily, Tammy Williams was there to back it up and tries to make a play, but Francesca Anea is able to leg it out.
So Charters will come to the plate. That'll go as a hit for Anea. Anea is going to have a pinch runner, and Lauren Lappin coming in to run for her at first. There's Jenny Gladden coming in to help coach the Pride this summer.
We were saying Dumazic has done a great job of coming back after a tough first inning, and it really speaks to the mental toughness that she has, because it's always hard when you come out that first inning and things don't go as you had hoped, and it's easy to question your abilities in that situation. But the way that she has settled down and keeps going at these Pride hitters shows that she knows she can change those things and make some adjustments and come out more successful.
Well, that was the big storyline for the Pride, is they really wanted to work on making the adjustments against Chicago after the rough outing that they had. Runner going, popped up on the infield, and Lappin has to hurry to come back. Luckily it hung up, and Patton makes the play.
And it looked like that was a hit and run for the Pride, because we saw Lappin almost all the way to second base until she did look up, which is what you're trained to do on a hit and run. You just got to go all the way as soon as the pitch is released. Luckily, the ball hung in the air just long enough that she could hustle back.
Back to the top of the lineup, and Wadley, who's gone aboard twice.
And we talk about Wiggins leading the lead in batting average, and Natasha Wadley's definitely making a push to get herself up there. She's second in the league right now, and having another good night tonight.
Wadley, one of the all-time greats. You talk about a player that's done just about everything someone could do in this game.
Well, she followed up a great career at UCLA with another outstanding career with Team USA. And we also hear what a great person she is. She won the Jenny Finch Award last year, so she has success both on the field and off the field. And that means a lot to these young players. When you have a role model you can watch physically, but also a great person to learn from.
The wild thing is you take a look at her average since 2010. Last year was the only year that she hit below 400. Runner going, the throw down to second. That one is in time again. How about Kristen Butler? She has been on the money tonight as Lappin is retired. 2-4.
You see Butler just throwing this ball from her knees with such precision. Sets up Tammy Williams perfectly. She's just done a great job. She gets the ball out of her glove so quickly. She has a quick release. And she's keeping these Pride base runners on their toes tonight.
2-2 with 2 away. Excuse me. She was right. 3-1. Wadley walks for the second time tonight. Kaylin Lowe, after a perfect night last night, Lowe struggled a little bit at the plate this year.
Natasha Wiley already with 2 walks tonight. That brings her season total to 13 walks for 2013, and looks like that's the highest number of walks that she has. Last summer she had 12 the entire season. She's already passed that.
And at the end of the day, the on-base percentage even more important than the average. As you see a line drive base hit for Kaylin Lowe, and there's 2 on with 2 out. And that's where that throw down by Butler becomes really big there.
And that definitely could have been a run for the Pride if Lappin was still on second. As you see Caitlin Lowe doing a good job of waiting on an offside pitch, doing exactly what she's trained to do, which is hit it right back up the middle.
We'll have a new pitcher for the Chicago Bandits, Nikki Nemitz, on into the ball game. We'll take a break here from Osceola County Stadium. The Pride threatening in the bottom of the 4th, leading by 3.
Hi, I'm Francesca Nea with the USSSA Florida Pride, and I choose Boomba whether I'm on or off the field because of their quality and selection. Boomba's specialty is their customers. I know anything that I need, I can get it the next day because everything is in stock. The best thing about Boomba's uniform is their breathable material that can keep you dry and comfortable throughout the entire game. I look and feel great in Boomba uniforms, which gives me the confidence to beat even the toughest opponent.
Dress like the pros. Get your officially licensed NPF apparel at Boomba.com.
I dream.
I dream.
I dream NPF.
I dream NPF.
I dream NPF.
I play USSSA. I play USSSA.
I play USSSA. I play USSSA. Come join all of us. Dream NPF, play USSSA.
Nikki Nemitz on for Chicago, trying to end the bleeding in the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. The Pride threatening once again, leading by 3, and on the night that Kat Osterman's having, where her only blemish is a hit by pitch, you certainly are feeling pretty strongly here that you need to get an out here without the Pride adding to this 3-0 lead.
And the Bandits have a great offense. We know how potent that is, so it's just important for them to keep the Pride within striking distance and let their hitters get back in the dugout and do some work.
So here's Kretschmann going up against Nemitz, swings at the first pitch, hits it towards the gap, and it's off the left field wall. Wadley's going to score. They're waving around low. Here's the play to the plate, and Butler got her in time for the final out of the inning. Nice piece of hitting here by Kelly Kretschmann.
You see once again these Pride hitters being aggressive. First pitch, she takes and drives it into the gap, almost clearing the fence again. Natasha Wiley was able to easily score, and Caitlin Lowe just trying to test the throw and test the arms of these Bandits hitters and see if she could squeeze in there.
And a real tight play at the plate. But they say the throw was in time, and that retires the side. So the Pride lead it by 4 after 4 from Osceola County Stadium.
The USSSA Pride store has everything you need to dress like the pros. Whether you're in the stadium or you go online to USSSAPride.com, the Pride store has everything you need to support your favorite team. From replica jerseys, polos, t-shirts, headbands, and much more. Go to USSSAPride.com today and pick up your officially licensed Pride gear.
Gold's Gym St. Cloud, official gym of the USSSA Florida Pride. Fifth inning here, Pride leading 4-0. Kat Osterman on to work, and she has been, as normal, outstanding.
Kat Osterman again in great control of her pitches, having command all around the plate. You see her going out with her curve, going down with her drop, and just really keeping these hitters off balance in general.
And the possibility tomorrow with a doubleheader, maybe we will see an Osterman-Abbott matchup.
I think definitely a good chance that these two pitchers will be going at each other at some point tomorrow. At least, even if they don't start together, I think we'll see them both in relief.
Pride with an opportunity to get within a half game of Chicago if they can get this result. Chicago down to their final 9 outs in the ball game. It's Williams, Patton, and Brittany Cervantes.
Hey, here we go. Yeah, Kat.
It's been a commanding night for Kat Osterman inside the circle.
You just see how many swings and misses these Bandit hitters are having. They're just having trouble getting a piece of her movement at all, and that's when you really know that it's moving a lot, because they're not fouling off as many as they're completely swinging and missing.
See Williams, maybe is that an adjustment? Really choking up on the bat against Osterman.
I think it's an adjustment and probably a smart adjustment at this point. We've seen really big swings out of the Bandits hitters so far. And at the point that they're at right now with a 4-run deficit, one swing isn't going to make the difference for them. They're going to need base runners, so they're going to need to shorten up, just try to get the ball in play, get base runners, and try to chip away at Kat.
Osterman comes in 3rd in the league in ERA behind Abbott and Norris. Leads the league in strikeouts, and she's tied for the NPF lead and wins, and she's going to get a K there, her 8th of the ball game.
And another impressive pitch by Osterman. You can see the amount of movement that she's getting off her drop ball, and even though Tammy Williams is shortened up here, trying to make an adjustment, see where that ball starts and where it's being caught by Sandberg. It's a pretty huge difference.
One away, and here's Amber Patton. Airmails that one. It's 1-0. Patton struck out at her first plate appearance back in the 2nd. at the knees. It's 1-1.
And Amber Patton was a big part of the Bandits' success last night. She had 2 hits on the night, responsible for 2 RBIs. So she's a big part of their offense. And also a great defensive player that we've seen over the years playing at multiple positions. She started in the outfield for the Bandits and was able to be a starter for them there behind Stacy May, who was playing third base. And then after May retired, she's moved over there to take over that position.
Down the left field line, and again, we talked about it last night, I guess it may be becoming a home field advantage for the Pride. The fact that they have such wide foul territory is certainly something to get used to.
And it definitely benefits a movement pitcher like Kat Osterman, who's going to get a lot of foul balls. So it gives her defenders a little bit more time, a little bit more space to chase those down. And the Pride are learning how far that they can really run hard before having to hold up and get ready for the fence.
Interesting that this game, a lot like last night, that the majority of the scoring happened very early on, with both teams throwing their respective ace on opposite nights. And it is interesting, I would say in one way, last night, you got to give a lot of credit to the Pride that despite the early Chicago lead, they certainly kept going after Kat. On the other side here, Chicago really has struggled at the plate tonight against Osterman. You're going to see Patton Reach is just the second base runner of the ball game.
You see a nice inside pitch by Osterman. Looks like it's right on the corner. Definitely a hard pitch for Patton to hold off of, and a strike that Kat Osterman would have liked to have.
Galindo is the only other Bandit to reach in the ball game. She reached it in the third, hit by pitch. This is Cervantes now with one away. Upstairs. 2-0. Cervantes with just 3 hits on the season. Last year she was 8 for 50. So she only has 11 hits out of the 67 plate appearances in her NPF career. And that's where you, in some ways, are looking for realizing the situation. Because Cervantes is not the player you want to walk at the end of the day, average-wise.
Maybe the conversation that they were having there, trying to get Kat to go at Cervantes. And in her defense, looks like there's been a couple pitches right around the plate. It's been pretty close. Cervantes has done a good job of being patient.
Back-to-back walks. And the Bandits, still without a hit here in the 5th, have 2 aboard. And have the tying run at scoring position. The tying run at the plate.
And an important part of the order for Kat to get out, so she can get Pullman and Galindo out and not have to face Wiggins and Yamada and get into that top of the order with runners in scoring position. Becomes important to take care of your 7, 8, 9 hitters.
Vicky Galindo due up next. Pullman has 3 runs batted on the season. Comes into the game hitting .319. She's down on strikes there. The second strikeout of the inning for Kat Osterman and the 9th of the ball game. And here's Vicky Galindo now.
And Vicky Galindo, a hitter that can be a little bit deceiving. She looks like she's a slapper, and she does have a lot of speed, but the way she resets her feet and plants, she gets a lot of leverage and has the potential to put a lot of power behind the ball.
An important opportunity here for the Bandits late in the ball game. It's the first time they've had a runner in scoring position. Amber Patton on second. This one hops inside. It's 2-1. And this is an important out for Kat, because the top of the Bandits lineup, where they've had their biggest punch, is awaiting on deck in Megan Wiggins. 2-1. Osterman just a little too fine against Galindo, who's trying to reach for the second time.
Looks like Kat's trying to get her drop inside right on the corner. She's lost a couple, a little bit too close to Galindo. This is another hitter that Osterman knows very well from playing several years with her. She probably has a specific plan in mind and a corner she's trying to hit there.
Fouled away, the count is full. And Osterman looking for double-digit strikeouts here in the 5th, if she can get Galindo. The payoff pitch. Got her. Galindo's down on strikes. Osterman has double-digit strikeouts in the ball game.
And what a pitch by Osterman, coming back inside, surprising Galindo in a great way to head back into the dugout.
The Pride leading by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Osceola County Stadium.
Hello, I'm Don DiDonatis, Chairman of the Board and CEO of USSSA. In the year 2000, we introduced fast pitch softball to our association with the goal of becoming the nation's #1 fast pitch organization. Today, we believe we have reached that goal. Thousands of teams throughout the nation are playing USSSA. We're also involved at the professional level with the NPF, providing all young female athletes the opportunity to dream of one day playing professionally. We invite you to dream NPF and play USSSA.
Louisville Sluggers LXT is the innovative 3-piece technology that gives you a light swing weight, outstanding performance, and a fantastic feel even on off sweet spot hits.
I love the feel of this bat. It's the best bat I've ever used.
I love the balance and the light swing weight.
Visit slugger.com to find out how you can swing the all-new Louisville Slugger LXT today.
We are Louisville Slugger. We are beautifully powerful.
Well, you talk about a night where things are really rolling. It's been one of those nights for the Pride overall. You talk about Kat double-digit strikeouts once again. This season, the only time that she hasn't reached double digits was up at Akron in an 11-5 win, but she only pitched 5 innings in that affair.
Pretty impressive numbers by Kat so far. And last inning, you saw her put a couple people on base, but then come right back with 2 backwards Ks, catching them looking. It just shows what command she has over her pitches this season.
Here's Kristen Sandberg. Sandberg to Salvatore and Duran against Nikki Nemitz, who came in in relief of Dumajic.
And Nikki Nimitz, another talented lefty in this league. Able to work the corners really well, and you'll see because she's got a lot of bounce and a lot of fire on the mound. Definitely a little bit shorter than when you look at the lefties like Osterman and Abbott, but she packs a punch. Nikki Nimitz does a good job of fielding her position here. Lefty sometimes at a little bit of a disadvantage as they have to spin, but she sets her feet and makes a solid throw to first base.
DeSalvatore, RBI single. One ball, two strikes. DeSalvatore single with an RBI in the first. She lined out in the third. A little chin music there. And DeSalvatore's aboard for the second time in the ball game. Andrea Duran, big RBI double back of the first.
Nikki Nimitz working her screwball away from Duran. Slightly different look coming from a lefty following Dumazic.
Two and one. 2-2. Duran got under that one and hit it in the perfect spot. Just past Williams and in front of Cervantes. That'll go as her second hit of the ball game.
And you see this pitch from Nimitz coming back a little bit inside. Tammy Williams going back hard, but just not quite enough space for either her or Pullman to get under the ball.
Here's Bruder, she's 0 for 2.
Hey, let's go, Bruce! Go, Bruder!
Pride are trying to run away with this one now. If Bruder could get a base hit, the Pride would give Osterman a pretty big cushion. One and one.
You see the way Nikki Nimitz is using her curveball more off of Bruder, where she was using the screwball against Duran as a righty. Anytime you have a lefty-lefty matchup on the mound and at the plate, they're able to go a little bit further outside and really ride that movement. Like we had some hopefully future Pride members chasing down the foul balls and getting excited. They brought their gloves tonight.
Yeah, pretty decent crowd tonight, 500-600 in the stadium. Tricky thing here at Osceola County Stadium, despite having a similar crowd to what you'd see up at the ballpark at Rosemont that seats just 1,000, this one seats over 5,000 people.
Right here, Bruder!
So it makes it certainly a little more difficult to make it look filled. I mean, if you even put 3,000 people in the stadium, it would look packed.
Fans have a lot of options for where they'd like to view the game tonight. And looks like these kids have a lot of real estate to cover and chase down the foul balls as well, and they're having a great time doing it. And you have to love the confidence that Kristen Butler has in her arm, the way she's just firing off throwdowns in different situations, and also that shows the relationship that she has with Galindo and Williams. Because a lot of times that's an unspoken thing, but you have to trust your teammate that they're going to be there to receive the throw.
Big opportunity here for the Pride to add to this 4-0 lead. 2 on with just 1 out.
And we saw some great battles last night. Gianna DeSalvatore took a lot of pitches. Lauren Lappin had a great at-bat where they fouled off a lot. And Bruder being one tonight to step up and foul off pitches on both sides of the plate, waiting for the one that she wants.
Bruder really battling with Nikki Nemitz here, the former Michigan Wolverine. Bruder battles and draws a walk to load the bases.
And a great at bat by Bruder. Just getting on base, getting another base runner on there for the Pride and setting up Francesca Inea. Can't say enough about how much that gives the hitters confidence when they're able to see someone else take so many pitches, but also wears down Nimitz.
Up and inside to Inea.
We saw Amber Patton there playing Francesca Inea a little bit farther back towards the base, since she's hit it there twice so far tonight.
Big opportunity here. The Salvatore at third, Duran at second, and Bruder at first. The Pride with an opportunity to double up on Chicago, possibly. And Inea certainly has the bat to do just that.
Inea has a lot of power. You know, Nikki Nimitz is trying to respect that, but has been nibbling around the zone a little too far and got herself behind.
And to left, it falls for a hit. To Salvatore in to score. So is Duran. 2 RBI single for Francesca Inea. 6-0 USSSA.
You see Francesca Inea just able to turn on this inside pitch enough to lift it over Tammy Williams again. A great piece of hitting and a big situation for clutch 2 more RBIs for the Pride.
Let's check in down in the Pride dugout. Kristen Bedard standing by. What do you got, KB?
Hey guys, well, the biggest thing is that on Sunday, Jessica Schultz is going to be surprising one of her former Batgirls with a trip to Disney. They're here in Tampa playing in a fast pitch tournament, and Jessica has informed me that her and the family are not only very close, Jessica gave her catching lessons all season long, but they will be going to Disney this Sunday. It's pretty exciting. I know she's looking forward to that trip.
Well, that's what it's all about, going to Disney World, right? The Mouse House. We were out there earlier today, setting up for USSSA Elite World Series. It's going to be at ESPN's Wide World of Sports. Starts off 4 weeks of consecutive USSSA events there. The best in baseball are going to be on hand all week long. And we'll have live streaming at 14 fields. 5 different sites you could watch around the country tonight at USSSA Live. And obviously, if you had an opportunity to go to the Mouse House this weekend, probably a good place to go on Sunday.
It's great to be able to play softball, play baseball in this area, and then also have the attractions nearby.
An RBI double for Charters.
You see Charters just going inside out with this pitch, lacing it into left field. Bruder doing a good job of being heads up, and when Pullman misjudges that ball, she's able to take home.
Yeah, it officially scored a hit with an air.
We see the Pride tonight taking advantage of a few Bandits miscues. You know, that was the story when the Pride were in Chicago, is they didn't feel very solid with their defense. And so far tonight, they're able to take advantage of that the other way around.
Here we go.
Natasha Wadley. Pride are really opening things up now against Chicago. Trying to pull within a half game. And a good comeback by the team tonight.
What we're really seeing is production all the way through the lineup, 1 through 9, doing a good job of getting on base and driving in runners.
And there's another run to score as Anea comes in, as it gets behind Butler.
And another heads-up play by Anea, seeing the ball get far enough away from Butler. She's able to hustle home for another run. See this ball just kind of not really where Butler anticipated it to be. You could see she was kind of leaning a little more outside. The pitch went inside and outside of her body as she reached for it. Maybe either a mix-up with the signals or just a pitch that got a little bit away from Nimitz.
Wadley's the 7th batter of the inning for the Pride. They've pushed across 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Wadley hit by pitch. She'll take first. They're on the corners now.
And so far, we're not seeing any movement in the Bandits' dugout, but it does look like they're going to put Dumazic back in since she's still warm from earlier in the game. Maybe trying to preserve the rest of their pitching staff tonight.
So Nimitz is out of the ball game. The Pride leading 8-0. Runners on the corners. Dumazic got off to a rough start, if you remember back in the first, where the Pride pushed across 3 runs. It all started with that Natasha Wadley home run. And the top of the lineup has been really quite a spark for the Pride the last 2 nights. You look at Wadley. She's already scored 2 runs. Perfect 1-for-1.
I think this is a little bit of strategy by the Bandits. You know, they know the deficit they have off of a pitcher like Kat Osterman. 8 runs is going to be hard to overcome in a couple innings. And they're trying to see if they can get something going with Dumazic and Nimitz and try to save the rest of their pitchers for tomorrow in an important series in 2 games where they need as many fresh arms as possible. This is also a situation that some of our fans may be used to seeing in the college game, or if you watch the World Series at this point, it would be an 8-run, 5-inning complete game. But in the NPF, there is no run rule, so the games will go 7 innings, no matter what the score.
Is that Monica Abbott loosening up down in the bullpen? Didn't get my contacts in as we see Caitlin Lowe line this one to right field to Yamada.
It does look like Abbott going out into the outfield. Could also be just loosening her up her arm a little bit here, or trying to get a little flush out from last night's work and prepare for tomorrow.
Kelly Crutchman. Try to bat it around here in the 5th. You would think this is not the ball game that you would bring Abbott in with an 8-0 advantage.
I think our best guess is that she's just trying to do some loosening up for tomorrow. Working out her arm. Looks like she's doing some spins and some drills down there.
Around the corners. Three and one. Crutchman always has a knack for finding a way to get on board via the walk.
Kelly Crutchman, a very patient hitter. She's got a great eye. You see how still and how steady she stays even on a pitch like a changeup.
And Crutchman draws a walk. Bases loaded, and Sandberg's going to bat for the second time in the inning. And it's actually going to be Megan Willis hitting in the place of Sandberg, so we won't see Sandberg for the second time in the inning.
And we've seen every series how Coach D'Amico has done a good job of working in other hitters late in the game. A lot of people in the lineup, and that's key in getting hitters like Bruder and Anea a lot of at-bats, and we've seen Willis working in here too. It kind of keeps everybody fresh and everybody ready for game mode, so whoever gets hot, they can go to as the season progresses.
Bases loaded. The Pride have already added 4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Christopher Bedard wants to know who the Pride's MVP is. You could tweet to us at USSSA Pride. Might have a chance to have her read your tweet on the broadcast. This one's going to be hit to Yamada, inning over. 10 come to the plate for the Pride there in the 5th. Got a messy scorecard now after 5. The Pride leading 8-0 as they try to move within a half a game of the Chicago Bandits.
It takes a lot for your team to succeed together. With the custom whiteout from Mizuno, I get a bat that's lightweight, has a great sweet spot, and fits my style. At MizunoUSA.com, you can customize your own bat with over 1,700 different options. Pick your barrel, taper, knob, and grip. You can even add your team's logo. Mizuno designs products to help you and your team find that next level of greatness. Customize your whiteout bat today
today at MizunoUSA.com. Mizuno, never settle.
Louisville Sluggers LXT is the innovative three-piece technology that gives you a light swing weight, outstanding performance, and a fantastic feel even on off-sweet spot hits.
I love the feel of this bat. It's the best bat I've ever used.
I love the balance and the light swing weight.
Visit slugger.com to find out how you can swing the all-new Louisville Slugger LXT today.
We are Louisville Slugger. We are beautifully powerful.
Back on USSSA Live, Bernie Gunther into Tincher Krista Bedard. We want to give a shout out to Duck Lover 52. She's been really talking to us on Twitter tonight. Wants us to talk about their athletic trainer, Stephanie Holkins, who is in the dugout. They wanted to see a shot of her. I don't know, we can pan right a little bit and see if we can see her doing some work in the Bandits dugout. I know they're watching up in Chicago and big fans of the players and the athletic trainer. That's a very important part of the group, isn't it?
So important, and especially speaking as a pitcher, you can't say enough about how much an athletic trainer can really help you through the season. Sometimes those little nagging things can turn into much bigger issues if you don't have someone who's there ready to help you out.
I'm not sure. Maybe that is Stephanie in the dugout. Again, you know, they don't give us any player cards for the athletic trainers, but it does appear that she's got some tape. Maybe that's the key.
Look for who has tape.
And the spray we learned about for Japan that Stephanie Montoya has for the Pride. Megan Wiggins leading things off here in the top of the sixth.
Kat has done a good job of containing Megan Wiggins tonight. Megan Wiggins, who's in her third year with the Bandits and is having another great year.
Upstairs for a called strike. It's 2-1. And Duck Lover 52, you're welcome. We're glad you guys are watching. I'm sure a little disappointed with the outcome, but there's a bunch of happy fans down here that are Pride fans around the country. Glad you're watching in HD tonight on USSSAlive.com. Pretty impressive night for Kat Osterman. Double-digit strikeouts. And the only batters to reach for Chicago, Galindo hit by pitch, Patton and Cervantes both walked. How about this for a little toss?
And there we see Monica Abbott out in center field, and a good shot to show what she's doing to stretch her arm out. She's throwing nearly from center field all the way over to the foul line, which is a great way just to strengthen your shoulder and flesh everything out.
Ripped and lined foul into the Pride dugout. Bouncing ball, but fouled on the first baseline.
See Wiggins and Sandberg having a little talk there. Sandberg picked her bat up. Wiggins lost her bat out of her hands a little bit. The two former teammates now playing against each other, and I'm sure having a bit of a friendly rivalry there.
Payoff pitch again. Excuse me, that will make it 3-2.
See, Sandberg really wanted that pitch for Kat. It's great if, as a pitcher, have a catcher that fights for you and gets in there and, you know, has your back.
Down on strikes. Strikeout number 11 and 3 in a row now for Kat Osterman.
Kat comes back in on Wiggins' hands, and Wiggins isn't quite able to catch up and get her hands out in front of that pitch.
This is Yamada. Popped up. That one might have been a web gem had she been able to come up with that.
A great attempt by Sandberg. She did a good job of timing that ball. Did we take another look at it? Mata gets right under it. What Sandberg does well is she finds the fence, but is ready to jump right as the ball is coming down towards her glove.
Possibly just one more time through the top of the lineup for Chicago, and it's setting up to be a very important doubleheader tomorrow. If the rain will hold off for us, Chicago right now 16-4. 5 outs away from going to 16-5, and the Pride, who are a game and a half back, trying to close in on their 16th win of the season. Akron right now finds themselves at 8-13, while the Comets are 3-19 on the year. And halfway through the season, it's really a two-team race for who's going to be the regular season champion and get that automatic berth into the Coles Cup. Missed outside, it's 1-2.
You know, a lot on the line for both of these teams, trying to get the automatic bid into the championship game, and both with a bit of unfinished business after last year.
Down on strikes. Strikeout number 12 for Osterman. Elisa Goller now. The only thing we're hoping for is that the weather plays a part tomorrow for us.
When you look at Kat's performance tonight, it really stands out that she struck out every hitter in the Bandits lineup at least once. And on the other hand, when you look at the Pride, every hitter has reached base in some form at least once as well, whether that's a walk or a hit or reached on an error. They're doing a great job of putting runners on base, and Kat is doing a great job of containing a very potent Chicago offense.
Well, you can flip a coin. Rain chances 50% tomorrow as you see Goller get the first hit of the ball game off Kat Osterman. So that breaks up the no-hitter.
You see Goller just going up after this hit. After this pitch, she does a good job of keeping her hands on top of the ball, not popping it up and driving it into center field. Kat Osterman wishing she had just a few more inches of height on that. I think she almost could have snagged it.
Guess that's one you really want as the pitcher, right?
It's always tough when it's right outside your outreach hand, and you know Kat knows that she had no hits going into that. It's always tough when you give it up late in the game.
Kristen Butler now in Chicago trying to put together a couple late strings of hits to score a run. Coming upon 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Started about 47 minutes behind because of rain and then difficulties on the infield. But that was the big storyline early on in this ballgame, but it really hasn't been an issue at all.
These players are professionals. I remember talking to Kat Osterman a couple weeks ago when she had to sit through a rain delay, and she said, you know, it's something I've dealt with so many times in my career. I understand what it means to have to warm back up or to have to delay. I think it's just part of playing an outdoor sport. You learn at some point in your career that you have to deal with the elements.
1 and 2. Well, all but one double-digit strikeouts for Kat Osterman this season. She had 8 in a short appearance up in Akron where she threw just 5 innings. There's a souvenir.
Kat Osterman had 107 strikeouts coming into tonight for the league best, and right now she's at 119, so looking for 120. She's definitely racking them up at a quick pace this year.
Down on strikes, 13 strikeouts in the ball game for Kat Osterman, but Elisa Gohler breaks up a no-hitter. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Osterman and the Pride looking to even the series at a game apiece. The Pride lead at 8-0.
The road to Orlando is underway, and fast pitch teams from around the country are gearing up for the USSSA Fast Pitch World Series. The top teams in the country will invade Central Florida and compete at ESPN's Wide World of Sports to claim their spot as the top fast pitch team in the country. Each team will be guaranteed a 5-game format, and winners will receive championship rings by Jostens. Go to USSSA.roadtoorlando.com to find out how your team can qualify today.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
You USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-556-SAVE.
Dance time on the dugout. Megan Clemente missed Florida previously on the left side, entertaining the crowd. You think that's how she won Miss Florida at the pageant?
Wonder
with
if
the,
that was
dancing?
wonder if that was her talent. That was the dance she performed.
Everybody clap your hands. Could have been. I'm not sure. We'll have to bring her up and ask her. Here's Gianna DeSalvatore. Dumatic, who started the game. Working against the Salvatore. It's the Salvatore, Duran, and Bruder. Slow roller. Amber Patton across the diamond. Five-3, one away.
And Amber Patton doing a good job on a ground ball to third base, much similar to one earlier in the game where we saw her anticipate a hop and it went under her glove, and that time she stays low with the ball. Sometimes the routine plays on a field like this can turn into something a little more difficult.
Here's Haruna Sakamoto, who came in to play third for the Pride. Sakamoto with a base hit.
And Sakamoto often brought in late in the game because she's one of the Pride's best defenders, but showing there why she's great in their offense as well as she just keeps her hands on top of this one. Is able to drive it into the shallow outfield.
The 11th hit of the ball game for the Pride. Kelsey Bruder walked and scored an inning ago. This is where it gets tricky when you do a scorebook because they won and batted 10th the inning before. You got to keep everything aligned. It's all about organization.
Yeah, I think you might need to work on your handwriting on your scorebook there.
Is that the key? Guess I'm the only one that matters whether you can read it or not, though. I know you peer over every once in a while to see if I'm tallying the strikeouts. Grounded to first. Great play by Goler. Throws it off the head of Duran. Or excuse me, off the head of Sakamoto, I should say.
What's that?
Does she need the spray, because I heard that we tracked some down.
And you see this play by Goler. She does a good job of getting back to the base quickly. You know, Myers knows she's going to have to make a tag on that play. The runner is out at first. You're going to have to make a tag at second. She was set up there, but went right off the shoulder of Sakamoto.
Base hit for Anea. The throw to the plate is cut off, and Anea has 3 RBIs now in the ball game. It's 9-0. Well, she's going to Disney on Sunday. So Jessica Schultz has filmed a brand new Worth commercial. She's filming one again tomorrow with a special guest. It's going to make its debut next week on an ESPN.
Do we get to find out who the special guest is?
I don't believe until early next week. Anea gets the second.
Jessica Schultz, another great rookie joining the league this summer. Coach D'Amico says how much he thinks of her. She's very positive and confident, and just another great player to have in the dugout and have on the team outside of the athletic ability that she has and the contribution she makes to their lineup.
Couldn't get her timing down there, swing and a miss. Two and two. She's down on strikes, inning over. The Pride, though, tack on another as Sakamoto comes in to score. Francesca Anea has a total of 3 RBIs in the ball game. The Pride are 3 outs away from pulling to within a half game of Chicago. Up big, leading 9-0. The 2013 NPF Championship Series is coming to Rosemont, Illinois, August 22nd to the 24th. Come watch the top teams in the NPF battle for the Coles Cup and the 2013 Pro Fast Pitch title. You can get your tickets to watch the best in the game online at profastpitch.com and reserve your seat to watch legends of the game like Monica Abbott and Kat Osterman do battle live at the ballpark at Rosemont. Don't miss the 2013 NPF Championship Series. Get your tickets today.
Hi, I'm Ashley Charters. I play for the USSSA Florida Pride. I choose Boomba cleats because they're the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on. As a triple threat hitter, Boomba's lightweight technology allows me to get down the line quicker. The great thing about Boomba is it can customize any product for you with a huge selection of color combinations. I look and feel great in Boomba cleats, which allows me to beat even the toughest opponent.
Dress like the pros. Get your officially licensed NPF apparel at Boomba.com.
I'm glad that we're honest about it, though.
And we're back for Kat Osterman throwing the 7th inning. Just 1 hit allowed so far in the ball game. And she'll face Tammy Williams, Amber Patton, and Brittany Cervantes are due up here in the top of the 7th. The Pride, the big time effort tonight, leading 9-0.
It's been a great game so far. Good example of good pitching, good defense, and a great offense. And it's always nice when you have all those things come together, especially in a game in a series as important as the Pride versus the Bandits is.
And Myers is going to stay in the ball game and hit for herself here. Myers out of Louisiana Lafayette. She's a raging Cajun.
Louisiana Lafayette, known for their big swings, aggressive hitting. You always see a lot of power coming out of that program.
Chicago has the ULL. She's 10 for 30 on the year, 3 for 33, but she's retired there on the strikeout. Mark up strikeout number 14 if you're scoring in your book at home. And there's one away. Amber Patton now. Strike called.
You go, Cat.
And these Chicago hitters in the middle of the order coming up in only their 3rd at bat tonight off of Cat, which shows how efficient she's being in the circle. It's always important to limit the number of hitters that you face, not just for the obvious runs and hits outcome, but also because you're going to be more effective. Anytime they start to see you 3, 4, 5 times, it becomes difficult with the pitches that they've seen and how well they know you.
And your DER. We found out about the JT D'Amico's defensive efficiency rating that he says that they use so much in the University of Washington with the Huskies. Beat it out. A base hit for Patton. Take another look. Take another look.
You see Patton reach out to lay down a nice bunt here. Sandberg moving quickly. She's able to set her feet and come around this ball very nicely. Just not quite in time.
Cervantes is retired and there's 2 outs.
And you see Haruna Sakamoto moving all the way across the infield on that play. She actually showed some agility there. If you notice, when Sandberg was making the throw down to first, Haruna had to leap over her to keep from getting in the way, showing some agility.
Danielle Zimkowitz, the final hope for the Bandits. Reminder, we're back on the air. 5:35, 7:35 for a doubleheader. Not sure that the schedule makers realize that it rains every day in Florida at 5 o'clock.
Definitely something we have to deal with on a regular basis. The grounds crew have their work cut out for them pretty often as well.
Probably have a couple bags of quick dry already on order for tomorrow. Down to first, the Salvatore tags the bag. Kat Osterman with a 14 strikeout effort as the Pride moved to within a half game of the Chicago Bandits. Our final score in this one, the Pride winning it 9-0.
Another great outing by Kat Osterman.
An impressive night and an important second victory for the Pride in 2013 over the Chicago Bandits.
And an important momentum builder as they go into tomorrow. They have a big doubleheader, and they're definitely taking the momentum offensively, defensively, and another great performance by Kat into tomorrow.
Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, KB will be with one of the Pride stars. Oh, and she already has her. How about that? Francesca Ney is standing by down on the sideline. Let's check in now with KB, who's with the hero of tonight's game. She racked up 3 RBIs in the victory. KB, what do you got?
Well, Fran, the race for first place is so close. How important was tonight's win?
You know, it's always important to make sure that we come out and solidify a win, especially against a tough Bandit team. So credit to our entire team, and this whole week we're working really hard to get that win.
Well, Coach JT D'Amico has preached the aggressive hitting. Talk about the team and how well they did inside the batter's box tonight.
I mean, we have a great lineup, we went through 9 every single time, and you know, we work really hard in practice and on our own time, and so when we are able to come out and our practice shows in our game, it's just, you know, tremendous effort to our whole team.
Kat had another impressive night with a no-hitter. So how easy is it knowing that your pitcher's in control when you guys step in offensively?
I mean, every pitcher we have always does a great job, and it's so much fun being able to play behind our pitching staff because they're so much fun to watch and to be behind them. So it's just even more important that they come out and get the win.
All right, thank you, Francesca. Congratulations on the win.
An impressive victory tonight by the USSSA Florida Pride. They string together a 9-0 win, and it all started with Natasha Watley setting the tone with that solo home run to start off the campaign.
It's so important how you start the game. Natasha Watley was a big spark for the Pride, and anytime you can get on the board early with a pitcher like Kat Osterman, you know you're in for a good night.
You take a look at the night for Watley, 1-for-1, 2 runs scored with an RBI. Also the night we told you about for Francesca Anea, the designated player, she goes 3-for-4 with 3 runs batted in, and overall, the Pride got offense up and down the lineup tonight.
It's so important for the Pride. You see the production that the bottom of their order put in the game tonight. And whenever you have an effort 1 through 9, you feel good, you feel confident, and that's what they need going into 2 big games tomorrow.
Well, we're back on the air tomorrow, 5:35, 7:35, a doubleheader. And at the end of the day, there very well may be a new team atop the NPF standings if the Pride can pick up 2 wins tomorrow.
They're definitely giving us an exciting series to watch, a big race for first place, and we can't wait to see what happens tomorrow in 2 big games.
But we hope you join us tomorrow on USSSALive.com. That'll do it for our broadcast tonight. For Angela Tincher and Kristen Bedard, Bernie Gunther saying so long from Osceola County Stadium. This has been a presentation of USSSA Live. We hope you'll join us tomorrow night once again. Kathy, we're okay.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then?
Yeah.
5:30?
Yeah, we'll pray that it doesn't rain.
Yeah, I'll text you if it, well, I mean, I'll be here no matter what, but.
You did a nice job. Sorry I was crazy at first. I feel like I'm always